so nice out, I took off my light jacket. It's like in the 60s. I just walked over for 39 minutes. So based on what just happened, I have to seriously wonder now. I'm seriously wondering the statistics. Obviously, I could never know the statistics. People who did it would probably be ashamed and not admit it anyway, of how many either old people or ignorant people lose their beloved to them pets out of sheer ignorance. Just sheer ignorance. The same thing I experienced with my mom, but at least she was in the middle of a breakdown. This woman had the same attitude, and yes, I scolded her. I didn't yell at her, I scolded her. And I would expect anyone on this, I don't care if she's a stranger, I expect anyone on this planet to scold me if they perceive me doing something that I don't realize is potentially very dangerous. Okay? She's in a wheelchair. I know this, because she proceeded to give excuses and tell me. These people just don't get that just because their dog goes right outside and comes right back in once, doesn't mean it will always happen. Your dog's untrained, you don't have him off leash, period. You don't do it, okay? That other one that I scolded that time, the dog accidentally got out. This is not the case with this woman. I didn't know it. I just saw the little foo-foo dog that weighs like 6 pounds running around in the street after me and Omar and whatnot. And the woman's caregiver was coming, and I said, I said, he knew that was her. I said, that dog doesn't run around loose. That dog's not supposed to be in the street. I assumed falsely it got out. Accidentally? No, she let it out. She let her little beloved to her baby out. And then I said, your dog was in the street, your dog's untrained. I proceeded to use me as an example. I said, my dog's not trained, my mom's dog's not trained. You can't let him off the leash. Well, and she goes, well, the woman, I usually have someone here every day she's like, I'm in a wheelchair. I usually have someone every day to walk her. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I met your son before you ever moved in, and you were looking for someone to walk the dog. I didn't say this, but my mom was volunteering me, okay? But anyway, I never wound up seeing a sign, so they found someone. Who knows who they found or whatnot, okay? The fact is she's in a wheelchair. She has a little beloved to a little foo-foo dog, okay? I forget what they're called. I can't think of it at the moment, but it's a foo-foo dog, okay? Little tiny foo-foo dog, fluffy little thing, okay? Weighs like 6 pounds or something. Anyway, she usually comes right back in. I said to her, and I was far away, but I said, and I used me as an example. I said, he's not trained, my mom's dog's not trained. I said, your dog's not trained. Your dog was in the street. Just because it comes back in once doesn't mean it will always come back in. The same damn thing I had to say to my mom about Angel. Okay? And I have to wonder now how many people lose their beloved to them little babies, their little doggies, because they're old and ignorant, or just plain not old but ignorant. Okay? You have an untrained dog, you don't have him off leash, period. You don't have your untrained dog off leash, period. I'm sorry, old woman, you have someone coming there every day. If she's sick, you should put your little foo-foo dog in the bathroom and have him go to the bathroom on whatever. I don't know. It's better than losing your dog and having it get hit. Okay? The cars go around here faster than they're supposed to, but it doesn't matter. You can be going very slow, and it's a little foo-foo dog going to be dead. But people are ignorant, and I wonder the statistics of how many people lose their beloved to them babies out of ignorance. You don't have an untrained dog off leash, period. Period. You just don't do it. And you don't have the attitude, okay, she usually comes right back in, but the first time you ever let her out, you didn't know she'd come right back in, did you? You took your chances. How much do you want to make a bet? I'll be coming out here on a video and then it happens again. Okay? The people over there, when that happened, the dog got out or something. She was taking out the garbage, but whatever. It never happened again. She learned her lesson. Because her little babies, her 2 little fluff ball babies were in the street. Yeah, if the dog doesn't see any animals, or doesn't see a person, or whatever, it probably will come right back in. But you're in a fucking wheelchair, and your dog was running around in the street. I falsely believed it had gotten loose. It didn't get loose, she lets it out like that. Oh well, you know, I can only do what I can do. I can almost guarantee you she's going to keep doing it. And then if it dies, she'll be sad. Will she realize it's her own damn fault? Probably not. Probably not. People don't want to admit anything, so. But do you hear me? You can't let an untrained dog off leash. I had to fucking quote-unquote scold my mom over that, but my mom knew better. Her illness was just causing her to just throw caution to the wind. An untrained dog is unpredictable. Sure, there might be 10 times it stays right by your side in the yard, and then that 11th time it's hit by a car because it sees a dog across the street and proceeds to run after it. You don't let an untrained dog off leash, period, ever. Ever, ever, ever. Unless you are in a dog park, unless you are, there's tons and tons of room everywhere and you know the dog's not in danger. Okay? So these people, I wonder the statistics, but I can guarantee you she's going to keep doing it. She'll keep doing it. I doubt that woman comes constantly. If she comes once a day, the woman probably lets that dog, I've seen the dog. I think I've seen the dog run around in the backyard, so it'll keep happening. It'll keep happening. I doubt this woman's going to learn her lesson. And if she loses her little foo-foo dog, she'll be sad and buy another one. I'm sorry to be so cruel or so whatever, but it's true. You don't let an untrained dog off leash, period. And the next time it happens, of course, I'll be angrier. Because now I know the dog didn't get out. The woman lets her out. She's untrained. You know what I mean? She was in the fucking street. And I thought, oh, it's an accident. It wasn't an accident. The woman lets her out. She's like, I'm in a wheelchair. I'm like, I know. I met your son before you ever moved in. And he was telling me you had the little foo-foo dog and that you would need someone to walk in and blah, 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 whatever. I never see anyone walking it. I think someone just comes and lets it out in the yard and something gets paid for that. I could have had that job, but I never saw any sign posted. The guy had said he was going to post a sign, so who knows. They might have got someone they knew or trusted, or who knows what they did. The fact is, you don't let an untrained dog out. They're unpredictable. It's one thing if it gets out accidentally. We know Omar's gotten out accidentally. And we know Angel's gotten out accidentally. But to let him out on purpose, or in my mom's case, her illness caused her to put her dog in danger. And then she would have repeatedly done it, except I caught her. I happened to be sleeping on the couch because I was packing, and my room was a mess, and I was sleeping on the couch for months, many weeks. And when she was going to do it again, then I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? Why are you taking Angela without a leash? I can't find the leash. I'm like, what'd you do last night when I wasn't home? I took her out by herself. I'm like, oh my God, Mom, you can't do that. You know she's untrained. You know she's run away. Oh, she just walked right beside me. Nonchalant. Her illness caused me to be nonchalant and me to be like screaming inside. Because she's unpredictable and I don't know what she'll do with Omar. And also I don't want her to lose her fucking dog and have it be her fault. You know, her illness' fault. So I had to, quote, yell, unquote, at her, scold her, put the fear, whatever, like, don't you dare do that again, Mom. And she was nonchalant. And not that long ago I had a nightmare about it. After all this went down, I had a nightmare that she was being nonchalant with me. She had both dogs, Angel and Omar, outside without off-leash when they're both untrained. And when I was trying to tell her, Mom, you can't do that, and she looked at me and she's like, why? And then I was just in a rage and I woke up. But you know what I mean? You can't do that. You can't assume just because your untrained dog might be good once, it's always going to be good. I was walking home the other night and this fucking guy's dog was going in the street and he had him off leash. People, and this was a young guy. Scared the fucking shit out of me, actually. I think the dog came, whatever. The dog came right up, and the dog was going in the street, and I'm like, and I said, like, why do you have him off leash? I don't care. I will say something to a stranger. If your dog's not trained, you don't have him off leash, period. Period. It's not fucking rocket science. Jesus. This guy had a leash with him, and of course and he was a young guy. He's probably in his, who knows, and he had the dog off leash, and I said, why do you even have him off leash? He had a leash with them. You know, people are just stupid, and then they wonder why shit happens. At least when I do shit, self-destructive behavior, whatnot, I know damn well that if anything happens to me, it's my own goddamn fault, okay? These people just do stupid shit, and then they wonder why something bad happens to their beloved pet. Jesus. But yeah, the other night, oh my God, it was last week, the guy scared the fucking shit out of me. I had my music in my ears. His dog came up to me that he had off leash, that's not trained. You know? Unreal. It was like a bigger dog, too. I don't know what kind of dog it was. I just know it shouldn't have been off leash if it's not trained. Period. You just don't do that. And if you do that and your pet dies, it's your own goddamn fault. Period.